dreams, but they were really fragmented and I couldn't really remember them. But the dream I had last night, a man, again, when I'm saying the genders of people, you can always flip and switch them because a lot of times people shapeshift or they come into your dream or they show up as one person that you may know or that you may think, but it's really another person, right? That's what the whole shapeshifting and glamour magic and all that stuff is for. Anyways, and sometimes the universe will will show you dreams of people that look familiar to you so that you can get the message about what's going on. It may not always be those exact people trying to attack you or whatever. Sometimes it is. Sometimes they'll show up as familiar spirits in your life. Okay. Anyway, so last night there was a dream about somebody, a man was in jail and this is I've had this dream before when somebody was trying to get me to sign a contract in a dream. So basically in the dream last night, the man was like in jail, he was in bondage, and whether there could be somebody in your life that's physically in jail or their life just feels so chaotic and they just feel so restricted mentally, physically, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, where it feels like prison for them. Anyways, this man, okay, was in the dream asking me to sign. And again, I don't know it was really me or I was just remote viewing. Okay. I think I explained to you guys the whole remote viewing thing. When you're remote viewing, sometimes it appears in a dream like it's happening to you, but you're really just remote viewing. Okay. But anyway, somebody was asking somebody in a dream. I'm gonna just say me, somebody was asking me in a dream to sign a contract to help them get out of something. And I was like, no. I was like, no. And, guys, be very wary of people and coming up into your dream states, asking you guys to sign contracts in your dreams. Because people could want you to, and also, I'll say something else, but people could want you to sign things in a dream and sign contracts in a dream to destiny swap to basically be able to siphon your energy to get you back in old contracts. Some of you guys are no longer in these contracts with these certain type of people, whether they're ex-lovers, friends, family, whatever, and the cycles have closed and they're trying to get those cycles reopened by getting you to sign things, getting your name on stuff. Also in the dream, somebody was messing around with signatures. Somebody here could be trying to real life do identity theft, get something in your name, or this person has already in the past, or they're trying to. Okay. This could be a family member, an ex-lover, whoever, a friend. Somebody here could be trying to forge your signature on stuff. And if it's not about an actual signature, it could be your energy. Somebody here needs your energy to get them out of something that they feel like they're stuck in. Again, for some of you guys, you're dealing with people or somebody that's actually in prison or jail, or they feel locked away, or they feel trapped and stuck someplace, or they feel this way, like metaphorically speaking, like emotionally, mentally, psychologically, energetically speaking. And there was a woman with this man, an older woman. It looked like it was a mother figure, or maybe it was this person's like spirit guide or ancestor. She was in on the whole thing, trying to help this man get free and get something out of you. So you need to be careful when you're dealing with feminine energies as well, because sometimes, just like when men seek out victims to like exploit, when pimps are seeking out women to exploit, they'll frequently send out women to befriend you as another woman, to get you to open up to them, to get you to be comfortable with them, so then they can recruit you or set you up. So you have to be careful with that as well. I'm not trying to tell y'all to be paranoid, but be mindful of the female connections that you make. Okay, because you never know. You know what I'm saying. But anyways, this could even be this man's mother, or a woman he's with, or a somebody that he's getting help from to take something from you or get you by. Somebody here wants to basically swap places with you. where they feel bound and they feel stuck. They want you to feel that. That's why they're trying to get you to sign contracts, or they're trying to get your, and they're trying to harvest your energy. Again, the dream was a man yelling and screaming and pleading to get out of prison or to get out of whatever bondage he was in. And somebody in a collective, which I'm proud of you guys put your foot down. Somebody said no. Somebody said, I'm not signing that. For others of you, somebody could be feeling, somebody here could be in a bad contract, 111 on the clock. Somebody, this could even be somebody that's trying to get a divorce or trying to break up with somebody. And the reason why this person may be stuck is because somebody just won't sign the divorce papers. They won't let this person leave them. I don't want to say won't let somebody leave them, because if you're trying to break up with somebody and they're not letting you leave them, they're gonna, don't they got to go to work at some point? Don't they have shit to do where they gotta leave the house where you can make your escape? Even if you gotta leave clothes and leave things there and start over again. I mean, anyways. But somebody may not want to sign divorce papers. They may not want to, somebody is trying to keep somebody. Hey, Divine Jane. Hey, girl. Somebody is trying to keep somebody in a contract by not signing something, or trying to use somebody's signature or energy to keep somebody bound. So the dream wasn't super long or it wasn't like multiple scenes like my dreams normally are, but that part of the dream was a man in jail, or again, he feels restricted, and there's a woman. It could be his mother, it could be his child's mother, it could be a woman he's dealing with, it could be whoever, a friend of his, whoever. There was a feminine energy that was trying to, and this man could be trying to play victim. So this, or if it's not an actual woman, it could be his feminine side of himself that's very distorted. Okay, that could be, if it's not an actual woman that's close to him, because sometimes it's not even about people, it's the energies. It could be his feminine side of himself that's extremely distorted, that got him to where he is in the first place. No intuition, emotion manipulative, spiteful, vindictive, like a bitter bitch. Let's call it what it is. So if it's not an actual woman in his life that you guys are aware of, that is or was helping him, that's a part of himself, the feminine part of himself, the bitch made part of himself, that's distorted and unhinged. That's running the show. There's a masculine, or there's a person, a man or a woman, whose masculine side of themselves is very is very it's non-existent. So somebody could be lacking structure, they're lacking self-control, they're lacking discipline, they're lacking that get up and go, they're not making things happen for themselves. They're not taking any action with anything. They're just sitting there feeling like a victim, or portraying themselves as a victim. Their feminine side, which is the woman who is doing the talking and organizing whatever, is running the show because they're being too passive. Somebody here could be waiting for you to play Captain Save a Ho, and you're not doing that anymore. In the dream, somebody was like, no, I'm not doing that, I'm not signing that. So some of you guys refuse to sign. Somebody could be a Leo or have Leo in their chart. Somebody could be born in August or something with a Leo or Virgo energy. Yeah. Okay. Somebody has gotten themselves into their own mess and they're looking for you to save them, whether they're coming to your face with this, or they're being passive aggressive, or they're trying to set things up to where you have no choice but to give them something, sign something. Somebody here wants your signature. They want to manipulate something of you or something of yours to help them get out of whatever that they're in, because they're too weak and they're too passive to do it on their own. So they're trying to take something from somebody else to get it. And that's what I don't respect. And this is a person who's always getting themselves into some bullshit. Maybe this person's mother is always bailing them out or always helping them with something. Their mother could be always reaching out to you, trying to see how you're doing. She could be trying to get information out of you from her son, for her son. Or this could be somebody's sister or aunt or whoever, or a friend that normally you cool with, and they use this feminine energy to spy on you or to get things from you so they can keep tabs. Or this woman is using this masculine who's weak to do this to you. Either way, there's manipulation, victimizing, and shit going on. Okay, also be mindful of who you guys are taking food from. I feel like there's people that are in the also okay, and there was one other part of a dream. It wasn't the same dream, but another part of the dream, somebody's baby mother that I know personally. Somebody, and this could represent like if you have kids and they have another child's mother or father, or this could even be somebody's ex-girlfriend, ex-wife. This person, for my ladies, this person wants to coexist with you. I don't know if they want, it's like somebody here could have offered you a room to stay with them or live with them. Maybe you guys are in or you were in a really vulnerable situation when it comes to your stability, or this person was. Maybe somebody could be trying to stay with you or they wanted you to stay with them, or this could even be like a roommate. Be very careful. Some of you guys have a feminine energy around you that you cannot trust. And you'll know who that is. For everybody, it's going to be different for different people. And like I said, if it's not a woman, it could be a man whose feminine energy is very distorted, as well as his masculine energy. But he's trying to be manipulative and underhanded and passive aggressive. He's doing something indirectly, not directly. So he may not be saying or doing things directly to your face, but he's doing shit behind the scenes, maybe behind your back. This person got themselves in a bind, and I feel like a cycle between you and this person or these people are closed, and they're trying to get it reopened. And you said no. A lot of y'all in the dream, somebody said hell no. Somebody was like, I'm not signing that. Somebody said no, I'm not doing it. So kudos to you guys who have set boundaries, whether energetically or physically. And for those of you that haven't yet, this may come up and you may need to. If you feel like you're stuck in some area of your life, that's not your energy. That's somebody else that's trying to swap, or that you may have a strong connection with this person or with these people. So whatever they go through, you kind of feel it too. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, when we come into this world, we sign contracts and we agree, whether we remember this or not, we agree to go through certain lessons in this lifetime. And for some of you guys, part of your contract was dealing with a particular person or people. This may even be something karmic. It feels really, really karmic. It could be karmic friends, lovers, family, people that you have children with, people that you married. A lot of people don't realize just because you marry somebody doesn't mean that's your person. Sometimes your spouse can be your biggest op. The person you have kids with can be your biggest op. Your mother or father could be your biggest op. Your brother or sister or cousin or aunt or uncle, step parent or co-worker or roommate can be your biggest op. People have to stop letting titles and roles that people play in their lives blind them by the fact that human beings are flawed, and people are going to always do what's in their best interest before above anything else. It's basic survival thing. All humans do it, all humans have it within them. Most people don't. Most people operate out of survival anyway, so they don't know how to take a step back and make clear decisions. That's not destructive, or that may be good for them, but put you in the bind too. I feel like somebody has got themselves in a bind. Somebody lets, if this is a man, he lets women get him. This could be a man who fucked up his credit for signing something for another woman, and now he's trying to use you or ask you to help. Or this could be a man who lets again who their mother, or they don't have a good mother. I think I got this in the last live, the last collective live, the last reading I did for the dream download. There's a man who has really bad mommy issues, and this man is sending out women, or they're sending out energies, or they're sending out people to befriend you, to get close to you, to spy on you. And it could be people that you're meeting randomly at the park with your kids, shit, you out and about, and you may think that something was a coincidence. It's really not. It's really not. I feel like somebody here is desperate, and at this point, when a person is desperate and they're in survival mode, they will do anything necessary to get out of that. They'll even throw you under the bus. They'll throw anybody under the bus to get what they want and to break free. Somebody feels really restricted where they're at or who they're with or who they are as a person. Maybe somebody's having an identity crisis. This could be a man who really wants to be a woman or vice versa. There could be a feminine energy that's keeping a man silent and oppressed. This person could want to speak out because the man in the dream was like he was mumbling. He was yelling, but it's like he couldn't really, I didn't really hear what he was saying clearly. But I know it's like he was behind bars, but it wasn't a prison cell. But, anyways, he was reaching his arms out and he was like yelling and mumbling and like crying. So there's a man here who is trying to reach out to y'all or who wants to reach out to you guys for help, but this person could have already fucked y'all over. They could have already, it's like the same person they fucked you over for, left you for, is the same person that has them in bondage. Whether it's another lover, another family member, another friend, another business partner, whatever it is, the same person that somebody chose over you has their ass in bondage. And now they need your help getting away from somebody. Um, yeah, I don't really have anything else to touch on with that. Um, there also, you guys have a friend. Again, it's a feminine woman. It could be a man that's just bitch made. It could be men who are bitch made, but there's a feminine energy that's trying to compete with you guys. This person wants to eat like you, or they want to dress like you. They want to live. Somebody here is something about you guys were cohabiting with another person. Somebody's very nosy and they're all up in your business. So whether you live with this person, they could have been a roommate, a family member, or somebody that you have kids with, or somebody in your family, or whoever, or this could just be somebody that's just trying to be all up in your business for somebody else. And I don't say that to make y'all feel wary or scared about making new friends. Just if something feels off, just you don't have to completely go ghost, but just take a step back. At least take a step back. Take a step back and just assess things. Be, don't be quick to tell people your business. People get, sometimes people are planted in certain air planted in your life as like monitoring spirits. Thank you, that's the correct term. I mean, I was getting something about a monitoring spirit. Monitoring spirits. Somebody's a monitoring spirit in your life. Somebody here, either this is somebody that you either know or they know of you because of somebody else that was pillow talking or talking about you to somebody. But there's definitely an older woman. Again, it could be somebody's mother who doesn't like you, or who didn't want you to be with their son, or somebody's wife, or their ex-wife or ex-girlfriend or child's mother, friend, aunt, cousin, whatever. This person, again, is assisting this masculine, and it's like somebody keeps taking somebody's advice and it keeps getting them farther and farther into a bind, or somebody's lack of healthy masculine energy, like a lack of discipline, lack of structure, lack of routine, lack of self-control, lack of inner authority, and not being aware and self-actualized, keeps getting this person into trouble, and it keeps getting this person binded up into situations within themselves and with other people. And then they seek out energy or help from people that they fucked over, aka you guys, that they fucked over, to help them get out of things, but they won't set boundaries with these women or men or people in their lives, or with themselves or their addictions that got them in a position that they got themselves into in the first place. They only reach out. Somebody here only reaches out to you guys when they need something, whether they need sex, a quick validation, a quick pick me up, a mood booster, or energy booster, coming in for information, money, something. When this person needs a little quick fix, they come back, or they come around, they get something, or they get whatever they need, whatever resource they need from you. Time, money, energy, sex, whatever it is. They get it, and then they go back to, what's crazy to me? It's how people will go out, and for some of you guys, these women or whoever this man is with, lets this man go out and seek and gather things from other people, especially other women, to bring back to her. So my thing is, for both of those people, because these are people that come up in your life If you see them face to face, they act all arrogant, they act cocky, they act like everything's okay, but yet they need your energy. They need you. They're stuck and don't know, and and the lady looked like she was desperate and scrambling around for paperwork, signatures. Somebody's in somebody's house. Somebody, this could even be illegal. Somebody having people illegal. This could even be people that have access to sensitive information or your privacy in some way, whether your actual home or fucking just documents and things. Somebody could be using a mother figure or a grandmother. Somebody could be born in June. Somebody could be a Gemini or a Cancer. So far, the energies that popped up: Virgo, Leo, Gemini, and Cancer. Maybe something about those seasons, or somebody has those energies in their chart, or they come off. They may have those placements or those houses highly aspected. But it's like, yeah, they take from y'all and then they bring it back to these women who deplete them. So it's like make it you. It's like you taking energy from a divine feminine just to bring back to a karmic bitch that depletes you of everything and keeps you stuck. So it was like, okay, the energy, we're low on energy again. Let me go send him out to go be nice to the divine feminine so that he can re-up on energy or re-up on money or re-up on whatever so that he can come bring it back to me and I can take it from myself. There's a man here who's stuck because of who they chose over you or who they're with or just their lifestyle, but they don't want to cut that person off, or that person's got them in bondage or got them whatever. That's what it is. So just be mindful of this person coming back around. This could even be somebody that's really hot and cold with you. One minute they're all over you, the next minute they're withdrawing from you, and they always got an excuse. It's because there's this person could be dealing with multiple other people, at least two other people for some of you, or this person has a lot of different personalities and just they don't really know who they are. But for a lot of you guys, it's a masculine energy here that has at least two other women in his life, probably more for some of you. You know, narcissists always have a lot of connections. They always need to have a lot of people around them. Somebody here can't be alone. Somebody will even stay or go back to the girl or woman that that makes their life stuck and blocked. It's just as long as they don't have to be alone. The minute this person feels rejected, they have to go and run and be up under somebody, even somebody that's not good for them, even somebody here that blocks their blessings. They don't care as long as they're not alone, as long as they have a warm body there. They don't care. So be mindful of people coming back around, people that already showed y'all who they are, who already showed you how they felt about you guys based on how they treated you, especially when it was poorly. There's no closure needed with that. I mean, everybody's different, but a person's behavior and actions towards you should be enough closure in itself, at least to me. But I understand that everybody is different. Some people need to go back for more and more and more and more until they get tired. Everybody has to, again, everybody's contract and what they signed up for in this lifetime is going to look different from somebody else's. But I'm just telling you guys, if you let this person back in, this person is stuck. Okay, if they're not in actual jail or prison, their life, they feel that way, and they're going to make you feel that way too. Y'all hear the sirens. This somebody here could be in deep trouble. They're oppressed, and all they're going to do is project that onto you. In order for this person to counteract that feeling of oppression, they're going to feel the need to oppress and try to dominate and control you. Somebody could be doing a domination spell on a man. Now that I think about it, with him being behind those bars and the woman in his ear talking and then trying to get signatures from you guys or from whoever, there's like a domination spell that somebody is under. They, like I said, they want to reach out to you, but in a dream, he was reaching out. He had his arms through the bars, but yet he was mumbling and yelling and crying. It was just really, really weird. And somebody was just like, no, 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 I'm not signing it. I'm not putting my signature on that. No. So somebody may, again, and then in the next part of the dream, there was somebody's child's mother that I know personally, but that doesn't have to mean it was her. Again, the dream sometimes will use familiar faces to get the message across so that you don't ignore it. But somebody could be sending somebody to get close to y'all, man or woman, to get information or to like somebody wants to know somebody's up in your business. I'll put it that way. I don't know, somebody's trying to find your weaknesses, they're trying to find your vulnerabilities. For some of you guys, whatever they are targeting is not working. That's why that person is jammed up, because you've already outgrown or you've overcome whatever was whatever your insecurities or weaknesses were. You guys master some of you guys have mastered something about yourself. A lot of you guys, from what I'm getting in the dream, you guys mastered boundaries. You guys are not people pleasers anymore, or you don't have a hard time setting boundaries, or you don't feel guilty or fearful about setting boundaries no more, or you won't if you're not in this energy yet already. For some of you guys, if you're not in this energy yet already, this person may do something for the last time where it's gonna help you enforce some type of boundary. So when they do try to come back around again, you're not gonna fall for it. And when you love somebody, you want to believe that they love you back. They have your best interests. They do want the same things as you. So I understand why some people kind of repeat things over and over. But you don't want to keep going through the same lessons. Life is more to life than constantly healing from things. It's more to life than constantly having to repair yourself and start over back from scratch after you done got hurt. You shouldn't have to keep starting over. You shouldn't have to keep replenishing yourself by going through the same experiences with the same person or different people. All right. So there could be a need for, and some of you guys may need to do a return to sender. If you guys feel like there's a blockage in some area of your life, or you feel like you're oppressed or blocked mentally, physically, psychologically, or whatever in some kind of way, you may need to do a return to sender, a curse breaker spell, a cleanse, a salt bath. You may need to do a core cutting. You may need to write some things down and then burn it. Something's gonna go right back. Something, and for some of you guys, you don't even have to do all of that. Something is naturally going back to sender because you have put up a boundary. And the boundary can, whether you verbally or legally enforce the boundary, you could have simply just decided to move on with your life, whether you're with somebody else or not, or you're happily single, or you're just deciding to pour into yourself. Some of you guys have asserted a natural boundary. Some of you guys, even it was just you speaking up for yourself, you standing your ground, you speaking your truth, you saying what was on your mind. There's something that you guys did that is something backfired. So if you guys felt like you were in some type of bondage, or you felt oppressed, or something was blocked for you, it went back on somebody. So if you guys did do any spell work or any cleanse, just know that it worked. Just know that it worked. Some of you guys can need to clean up your house, clean up your room, open your blinds. Also in the dream, somebody's room was very, very dark, very, very dark. So I don't know if you guys live with a dark person, somebody that's just their energy is dark, or you need to open up your blinds or go outside and get some more sun. Okay. But some of you guys has, continue setting your boundaries. And if you're not there where setting boundaries feels comfortable yet or natural yet, keep pouring into yourself. Keep engaging in self-care. The more you start to love on yourself, the more set those affirmations, set those intentions, the more you subconsciously reprogram and rewire how you see yourself, the better that will come. The more natural and the less fearful setting boundaries and the lack of seeking validation and people pleasing will come. Okay, so hopefully this helps you guys. Again, like I said before, I'll do these type of readings when those dreams happen, but sometimes I don't remember my dreams all the time, and sometimes some of them just don't. They're like, I don't want to say insignificant, but I'll share what stands out to me the most. And that dream last night stood out to me the most. Somebody's in bondage, whether physically or energetically or mentally, whatever. They need your help. You're not helping, or you're being protected. And be mindful of identity theft. Be mindful of what you're signing. Don't be mindful of contracts in your dreams and in the real world that you sign. Okay. People could be trying to reattach something to you because they feel stuck. but they're letting themselves be stuck. They're letting themselves be a victim because of who they're around or who they are as a person. This is your reading, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, and enjoy your weekend.